Hey guys, so I just wanted to show you some more decorations that I got for my Christmas tree because it doesn't look finished to me. So, first thing I got is two of these bows with the long ribbons that go down the tree. I've always loved these and I think this color scheme will look really good with what I have going on right now. So, here's it up close. Then I got 2 packs of these golden champagne color tinsel garland. I guess tinsel garland, I guess it is. But yeah, I'm really, oh, it says right here, this is rose gold and silver. So rose gold and silver garland. And I'm really hoping that this doesn't make the tree look like tacky, because I want it to keep that classical home style type of look, if that makes sense. So 2 of these. And I got these really pretty dangly ornaments which will sparkle. So I thought that'd be a nice touch. And I kind of forgot my color scheme when I was at Walmart. So I was like, oh no, I'll just get what I think will look good. But I only have like 3 silver ornaments on that tree, so I hope it doesn't look too bad. But I also got another ornament, a special little one, which is this old, it looks like an old Ford truck, Ford pickup truck, and it's just got a Christmas tree in the bed and this wooden kind of country style ornament. What do you think? So yeah, this is my little special ornament that I got. And then I got a whole like bucket of 26 silver ornaments. So this tree's about to get a makeover. And I'm gonna go ahead and put the hooks in the ornaments. That's gonna take a while, so I'm gonna skip through that and then we'll move right on to the decoration portion. So I'll see you there. Now I know that you're supposed to add garland before you add the ornaments, but things worked out differently for me. So we're still gonna make it work. Here's my garland, and yeah, here we go. Okay, well there's the garland. What do you think? It's not perfect, but it does look good. I have to admit, from an artistic standpoint, it looks good. I wish it went a little longer, but nobody's gonna actually, you know what I could do? I could just turn it. Okay, much better. That is a much better angle. Okay, perfect. It already looks so much more full. Okay guys, now let's do the ornaments. This thing is so itchy, this hat, ugh. Okay guys, that's how it's looking so far. That is how the tree is looking so far. So we only have one final touch. Well, 2 technically, and that is to add the ribbons. So what I was thinking when I bought these was adding like one right here and then one up here. One right here, yeah, that's where that's going, right there. Okay, that is the final product. That is my Christmas tree for this year. What do you think? Do you like it? Because I like it a lot. Oh wait, no! I forgot my special ornament. You gotta hang this right now. The final touch. Special ornament. Okay, that's it. Let me show you guys with the lights off. Alright guys, well I wanted to take a minute and just go through these current events. I found some really awesome current events that I would love to share with you guys. And I wanted to do it in a different way, so let's get right into the first current event. Okay guys, well I do have my clipboard right here, and this is where I write down, yes, I hand write down all of my current events. And I have old current events in here. So the Utah monolith that I talked about in my previous Waking Up with Richie video, it's disappeared. Now the structure was dismantled and removed on November 28th, and a man by the name of Ross Bernard was visiting the monolith because he wanted to get some really dramatic photos of it. He's a photographer and he has all of the equipment. So he drove 6 hours from Colorado to Utah just to visit the monolith. And he got some pictures of the monolith and he decided to hang out around the structure for a little while after he got what he needed. He said that 4 men arrived out of nowhere around 8:40 p.m. and it seemed like they had a sense of purpose, and they began shoving the structure back and forth as if it were a dead tree that had roots in the ground and they were trying to uproot it, but eventually they toppled the structure to the ground. It took them approximately 10 to 15 minutes to dismantle the structure. Now Ross Bernard was with a friend of his, and this is all secondhand information that he gathered from the experience. He said that he could see that it was a hollow structure with a plywood armature in the center of the structure to, I guess, give it strength while it's standing. He said he could see right through it while they were wheeling the structure out of the area. And let me know what you guys think about this. One of the men commented that it was trash and that you shouldn't leave your trash in a public place, and I'm sure you guys have seen the monolith. It's not trash. Like that structure needed effort and motivation and a purpose to be put there. It wasn't just trash that was thrown on the ground. But the entire purpose that these men who have gone onto social media now and announced their reason for removing the structure, basically they said that it was drawing too many people into the area and the area was not fit for the population shift. And they said people were flying in by helicopter, by motorcycle, driving in by four-wheel drive vehicles. And the main thing that these guys said was that people were defecating in the area, and it's a very rocky area, so there's not soil, so it was just kind of sitting there and baking in the sun. But what do you guys feel about that? Let me know in the comments. Let's move on to the next current event. Okay, so the next current event has to do with Carole Baskin. At the beginning of this year, a show called Tiger King made headlines on Netflix, and I'm sure you guys have heard of Tiger King. Now recently, a volunteer's arm was nearly ripped off by a tiger during a feeding exercise at Carole Baskin's Big Cat Rescue Sanctuary. The lady's name is Candy Krauser, and she was transported to the hospital for critical injuries. Not life-threatening, but critical. Basically, during a feeding exercise, the big tiger, and this was a rather large tiger, nearly ripped off Candy's arm from the shoulder. The tiger dropped his grip once he saw another employee running towards Candy. Candy had been at the sanctuary for almost 3 years. So that just shows how unpredictable wild animals can truly be, especially wild animals that are above the food chain, above us. Now, while Candy was in the hospital having her injuries treated from the mishap, she insisted that Kimba would not be harmed for the mistake. Kimba was the name of the tiger who did this to her. It seems that she knew this particular tiger pretty well. Tigers are ruthless, you know, they're carnivores, they're wild animals. You should never get too comfortable with an animal like that is used to just ripping flesh apart with no remorse. The tiger was placed in quarantine for 30 days, and Big Cat Rescue is going to assess the tiger within that 30 days and come to a decision on whether they're going to allow the tiger to go back into general population, if you will. So what do you think about that? Kind of weird, kind of crazy. That was out of nowhere, and that was like headlines. So let's move on to the next and final current event. The final current event has to do with an awesome article that I found today, actually, and this has to do with aviation. Now, China has recently developed an scramjet engine, not a jet engine, it's a scramjet engine, which is different, and it's very hard to explain, but basically in a scramjet engine, there's no moving parts. But in a jet engine, a traditional jet engine, there is a combustion chamber with a turbofan and so many moving parts. So a scramjet is totally different than a turbojet or a turbofan. This engine is called the SORAM-jet. This engine can travel up to Mach 16, which is 16 times the speed of sound. Now, very recently, China tested this engine and they reached speeds of Mach 9 in a wind tunnel. And that was the top speed that this wind tunnel can handle. They're gonna have to figure something out to get to Mach 16 because that's only halfway there, you know? And now this is still in the prototype phase, and the name of the engine is called the SORAM-jet engine. In the future, this engine could potentially allow people to travel to any part of the world in less than 2 hours. We are truly living in the future, truly. Just an article like that from a reputable source and pictures and evidence, it's crazy, guys. Like, we're getting so close to time travel. I appreciate you appreciating me, and I hope you have a great day or night or morning whenever you're watching this, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.